Good Sunday evening, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day. There's Lisa in the chat. Hello, Lisa. Of course,
Oh,
Daryl's up on the panel here. How you doing, Daryl?
okay.
We got
Sam,
Ken's and Ben. How you guys doing? Hope you all having a great weekend. Um, I was telling Daryl they're off camera that we probably had four thunderstorms move in since like 1 o'clock last night till just a couple hours ago. Looks like we're clear now, but you know that's why the Stormy Sunday live chat. I mean, they've just been rolling in one after the other. Nothing real heavy or anything, just some thunder and lightning, a little bit of rain, but um, most of them like either went right above, just north of me or just south of me. I could still hear the thunder and stuff, and the skies got real dark, but the rest of it, we didn't actually have any like thunder and lightning that like was right here around the house bad, but you know, but yeah, I've been a busy boy this weekend. I got my hair cut, got my truck worked on, um, got enough laundry done to last 2 weeks. Uh, had got 2 videos edited, uploaded. Uh, just working the butt off here. Hey, Tommy, how you doing, bud?
hey Tommy.
So
Yeah, we,
I,
I
I
got.
even I even got like a hate comment on my last video. So
Oh,
Oh, those are wonderful.
those are good ones. When you,
I was told that my lighting sucks, my camera skills suck. Um, I didn't clean the mower before I worked on it. I should get a second job and make more money to buy more cameras and lighting, and um, then come back and takes or learn camera skills and all kinds of stuff. It was like
Yeah.
wow,
Just them said thank you for the view
yeah,
time.
it was awesome.
Appreciate it.
mm-hmm.
Well, I told him I got to pay. Told him I got a PayPal account, and if he wants to donate to the channel, he's more than welcome to. And that's when he told me I should get a second job, quit begging for money.
Oh my God. Really?
Hey Jeff, and
Hey,
one day.
Jeff. Hey, one day, what's happening? So yeah, apparently I suck at YouTube.
Well, I mean, it'd be nice if you had all that stuff, Ed. But is to be honest with you, nobody's gonna really sit there and watch every. If you went and bought all that fancy equipment to do a video, you ain't gonna sit there and take 2 hours to make a 15-minute video. I mean, let's
Right.
be honest about it. I
And
mean,
they're not really instructional videos. I mean,
yeah,
I show and say what's happening, but um, you know, but I mean, if I was doing instructional videos, I'd make sure the lighting was perfect and the camera was like right up in there where I couldn't get my hands in there to work and stuff like that. Um, you know, uh, yep. Lisa hit it right on the nose. He doesn't even have a channel. Doesn't even.
hey Tommy.
Uh, yeah. I Tommy. It's one person's opinion. Um, I wouldn't get 20 some thousand views a month if my videos suck that bad. At least I don't think I would. You know.
Oh,
So
But the people that goes makes comments like that, unfortunately, they're sitting right under your nose. That's the thing about it.
hey, at least I got watch time from him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, you should think you got the watch time.
Yeah.
I had a troll on my channel like that. I figured out who it was.
Hi, Rail. How you doing, bud? And frankly, I don't care. I do this as a hobby and
Yeah.
to have fun and get some interaction with you guys and maybe show some people that this stuff ain't really that hard to do. Um, if I had to hold your hand and hey Jeff, how you doing, bud?
Oh, I'm here. I ain't doing good though.
Mr.
What's
Jeff.
up?
I've been sick since Thursday. I don't know what happened, but I ain't doing real good.
Oh, brother, man, you need to take care of yourself. You been to the doctor?
No,
Oh, come on.
I don't really want to go to the doctor because that usually ends up with it not being fun, and it means being tortured with IVs and all kinds of stuff that they usually can't get in.
Come on, Jeff. We need you around, buddy. You need to go to the doctor.
Well, I mean, first off, Jeff, I thought you enjoyed them poking around on you. I mean, that's the way you can get them young girls to poke around on you. I mean,
Hell yeah.
That's
Well, how about this, Daryl? I'll come down there and I'll sit there and poke and stab you with a 10-penny nail and see if you like it or not.
well,
Because
I
that's
mean,
about what it feels like anymore.
yeah,
I get you on that one. I hate needles, so.
yeah, but I ain't a young female there, Jeff. I mean, I'm an old fart, so I mean,
Oh God, here you go again.
so I mean, I had to go the other day and get one of them their heart scan things again. So
That's why I was talking to my brother yesterday morning, and he asked me, he's like, "Well, what do you feel like?" I says, "I don't have the energy to get up and walk across the house hardly. And I can't really eat nothing. Today's the first day. I had an egg sandwich this morning, wasn't too bad, but I went to Quick Check and bought a little half a sub. And only ate a quarter of that, and it's like it just took me right down the bottom again."
Well, you need to get yourself looked at there, Jeff, buddy. We need to have you around.
There ain't nobody gonna miss me.
I will. What the hell?
I'll think of you every time I go through New Jersey, Jeff.
Yeah, when's that?
Hopefully never anymore.
Yeah.
Anymore. I've been there enough.
Think you're funny now, huh?
Well, I'm trying to get you smiling there, Jeff.
Yeah. Well,
Mater said you need to get feeling better because you need to play Santa at the mall. I'm thinking that the Mighty Mac needs you. I don't think anybody else can drive it.
Mighty Mac's just sitting on it. It's a sight truck now. They put some clown in it and just turned them loose. It'll never be on the road again.
That's not good. Tommy,
Yeah,
I haven't been to any. I haven't been to any pools yet, Tommy. The one today got rained out. I wasn't ready for it anyways, but hopefully in 2 weeks from now, I'll have Plan B out running. I'm going to work on it this coming week and get it ready to go.
I got my pens yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Let me get you one and I'll show it to you.
All right.
I can't take this in the other room because we'll get mad.
Jeff will be back, y'all. Please stand by. Yeah, one day I hope to be still turning wrenches at that age too. I'm just have slowed down a little bit in the last probably 10 years. The arthritis in my hands is getting worse. Oh, here he is. He's back. Welcome back, Jeff.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Millie's on the hunt.
Yeah, she's here.
Hey, she's a different dog though.
We had to take her to the vet this week.
I seen that. I'm glad you guys figured out what's going on and getting things straightened around with her.
It's pitiful though.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to give her have to give her medicine to calm her down, but she just got so many breeds in her that
Even
Yeah.
the book was mad about it.
I mean,
13. It's
Mm.
pitiful.
you
I
know,
don't know if you can see this too good or not.
Yep.
oh, I thought you was,
I like it.
well, you're gonna have to send me one of them designer pens there, Jeff.
Hey, Wayne, how
Are
you
you gonna
doing,
get
buddy?
any business down there?
I might. Hey,
Yeah, I don't
Wayne.
think people is gonna bring their stuff up here.
Wayne's on the road again.
Is he?
Yeah, he's
Hey,
in Detroit. Hey,
hey,
Sea
Oh,
Monster, what's happening?
Sea Monster.
well, he lives in Michigan, don't he?
Yeah,
So he's
or
not
Mister.
far from home then.
Michigan's a pretty big state. He could be a few hours from home.
Yeah, I know. The Mid's pretty big. I don't know how many times I've been crossed it.
I've been clear up into the UP. I've been to Detroit. I've actually been into Canada from Michigan. So, um,
I've been to
Well,
Canada a bunch of times from North Dakota.
well, we used to work. We used to work right up outside of Michigan a lot when I was doing graphics, and you could cross the river right into. I can forget what the name of the town is in Canada, but you could cross the river and go to the uh, clubs and stuff.
Oh, we used to go up into Winnipeg in the winter and bring them big them what do they call it? Like caisson boars.
Mm-hmm.
Take them up to Winnipeg, and that was not fun going up through there at night when it was 50 below.
I'll bet not. The last time I was uh, up in Michigan, up in the UP, it went from, I think we were there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Tuesday it was like 65, 68 degrees. I had shorts and a t-shirt on. Friday night when we quit working outside, I had three pair of sweatpants, pair of blue jeans, my bibbed overalls, two sweatshirts, and my Carhartt winter jacket, and two stocking caps on. And we could only be outside for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, right. Then I learned real quick. That's why when you watch Ice Road Truckers, why they always kept the chains and everything in the bunk.
yeah. Well, I always said if I had to put chains on, I wasn't meant to be going anyway. But I have crossed the bridge. I have crossed the bridge 100 times at least, going from Detroit over into Canada. But
Sea Monster, it's been over 20 some years since I've been up there. I don't know how much it's changed and stuff. A lot of people said it has changed a lot. So I can't tell you exactly. It was fun back then, but I was also in my early 20s. So,
You were that young once?
mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. Yeah. I was that young once.
Oh,
So,
but I always hated. The border crossing I always hated was the one going in Quebec, up there in Scott Keller's neck of the woods, up in that, going up there to go through there to get to the going to Quebec.
yeah, I would like to go up to Niagara sometime, see the falls and all that kind of stuff. I just,
you don't want to
I
go
don't,
there in the winter though.
no, I don't want to get a passport.
Yeah, right. Every
Well,
time I went up through there, they always had all my papers screwed up, so I'd end up there most of the day.
well,
Uh,
I was lucky. They always had my. I was already pre-cleared before I ever got there.
well, when I was up up there around Detroit and stuff, and we'd go over. Me and my crew, we'd always take a taxi across. There was a crew one time that took their work vehicle across, had no problem getting in. When they
Going
come
out
back,
wasn't easy.
yeah, they had to
That's
they had to declare everything. But while they were up there outside of Detroit, they picked up a office set for one of the owners off of somebody
Oops.
else, like all handcrafted, like heavy desk and cabinets and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they had it on their truck. They went across the border. They would not accept because they didn't have a manifest for what it was. They were just picking it up.
Oh yeah, that's a whole involved process. You gotta have broker do all kinds of paperwork, and they fax it to you at a truck stop, and then it's got to get faxed to the border crossing, and they look it up and all that stuff, and you end up in an inspection thing for about half a day while they check everything.
yeah.
Well, see, we were non for hire because we were hauling, tools and stuff like that. We weren't hauling goods and commodities. So they had to get a hold of the boss, have him get a hold of the owner, who got a hold of the guy that gave it to him, get a bill of sales, proof where they picked it up, when they picked it up, but they had them like unload the whole entire truck, all their tools, the desks, everything, scaffolding, ladders, everything had to come out of the truck. It took them a day and a half. They had to get a hotel room.
Yep.
Yeah. We were no longer allowed to take company vehicles to do anything after work hours. I mean, before, we would get off work, go to the hotel, hang out for a little bit, say, hey, let's go get dinner. Jump in the work truck, go over, go get something to eat, come back, maybe eat there at the restaurant or bring it back to the hotel, pick a pizza up or whatever. Not anymore. And it didn't matter if you're in the United States or not. Hey, road runner. So, there was a lot of times that we were done at like 3:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
We'd either have to order pizza into the hotel room or find a hotel that was real close to places you could walk. Because I wasn't about to get a taxi or whatever because they didn't have Ubers back in. Get a taxi to go 3 or 4 blocks to a restaurant, and then wait for a taxi to take me back home or back to the hotel. So
they didn't want to hear that.
Yeah. But it was real nice when we worked in Columbus and they rented us cars.
Yeah.
We could do anything we wanted with those. That was a fun time down there. There was 4 of us that covered Columbus to do work for BP. Every year they used to have little stickers and stuff they'd put on the pumps for Super 93 or whatever it was back then. And every year they'd change the design of it. Well, we'd spend 2 weeks down there going to every BP station and everything in the area, changing all that stuff around. And we didn't need our big box trucks and stuff, so they just rent us little cars. And and you only had to do X amount a day. Well, if you started out really early in the morning, you could get all of them done by noon. You had the rest of the day to do whatever you wanted. So, we went and seen a lot of stuff and did a lot of things. And we usually try to get a hotel room or hotel rooms kind of close to one another or all at the same central location. So we'd all stay together. And the last year they did that, I wasn't down there for it. I was on another big job. One of the guys had a couple beers at the restaurant and decided it would be a cool idea to swipe a couple cars and not stop.
That didn't work out, did it?
It did for about 2 weeks. And then they finally tracked down who it was, where the car was at, and he was already back home. And they couldn't prove he was drinking and driving, but he did get a reckless op and leaving the scene and all that kind of stuff. So
So Ed, what's that big trucking magnate doing out there now?
say what?
What's the big trucking magnate doing out there these days?
I don't know. I haven't talked to Mark in a couple months, probably.
Huh. I guess he don't like us no more.
He's been working his butt off. I know he does have to go have surgery for his back. I talked to his one boy.
Oh, he's got to go and get that done again, huh?
Yep. So I think he's been hitting it hard to bank money up and everything, and
No.
get stuff done. And hey, Cajun, what's happening?
I was thinking about putting a bunch of these pens in the box and sending it out to him. See if you could get some.
Oh, I'm sure I would. I know that they've been super busy with. I mean, the grandkids are getting older, so they're trying to spend a lot more time with them and
Spend time with the grandkids, constantly straightening out Bo's mess ups.
Manager of a store.
I don't know if Bo's been messing up or not. I haven't heard anything, but I know his son Rich got to move into his house. Finally.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Well, anyways, I put these in a box and send them that way.
Okay.
I'm going to go now because I'm starting to get really worn out and cold again.
All right, buddy.
Take care of yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep in touch, there, Jeff.
Right.
Make sure you feel better, buddy.
Uh-huh.
No.
Hi, Missy.
Hey, Missy. But
No,
So.
don't stand on all that now.
So, yeah. I've just been busting them, graduations with is next Saturday, so
he has got to be a groundskeeper to make sure everything's cleaned up around there. So
not me. I just make sure the stuff's running. I don't do the groundskeeping stuff anymore. Hey, Adam, how you doing, bud?
small town.
But I did lose a tooth. About a month ago, probably. I was working on something at the shop, and it let loose, and I come back and smack myself. Tooth was a little loose, but I didn't think much of it. Never had any problems with it. Didn't hurt or anything. Hey, Boots. And Thursday or Friday at work, and it was real loose. I mean, I'm like, oh man, I should probably go have this thing pulled out. And after lunch, all of a sudden, I'm sitting there doing some paperwork at my computer, typing away. All of a sudden, I felt something in my mouth. I'm like, what? And there's the tooth. She come out herself. So I must have damaged the nerve or something. I mean, it was swelled up pretty good when it happened. When I busted myself, I actually seen stars. I was expecting to be bleeding down my chin and stuff, but I didn't. So, but yeah, so that was interesting. I know I caught myself a few times like wiggling it with my tongue. You know how you do.
Yeah.
So I probably wiggled it and worked it and wiggled it and worked it enough unconsciously that. But I'm glad it come out at work and not while I was sleeping. Could you see the headline? Man dies from choking on own tooth.
Or man cuts his intestines apart because he found when his tooth tried to go through, it got caught.
Exactly. So, but
Hey, Boots. That is going to be a pretty good sized dog. You know what Miss Millie had weighed in at the other day? She wasn't but this big when we got her. And she weighed in at 55 pounds.
Wow.
But she's tall and slender.
She's all muscle.
Yeah.
She has mental issues from being
she's
that many breeds. It's pitiful. Even the vet doctor agreed with it.
Yeah, she's
So she is definitely a Heinz 57.
definitely.
She's a
She
Friday
almo-
the 13th breed.
Hey, dancing.
But
Hey, dancing.
and 3 days now, huge difference in her.
Oh, good. I'm glad she's glad she's getting straightened around. I'm sure she was probably miserable too.
She
Yeah.
was, and I'll send you the little video clips, but you could just see it in her eyes. I mean,
I seen the posts on Facebook and stuff. You know,
and it's just sad watching her because she's so miserable, and she's not even aware of the things that she was doing. I mean, I've got video clips of the security cameras where she's running and she runs into stuff and she's looking at it. And so today was day 4 on her medicine, and she's a completely different dog now. She's not growling. If you tell her no, she's not growling. She's not biting or anything.
I can tell she's a little different because Daryl's actually holding a conversation and she just came up with her toy in her mouth and kind of turned and
Yeah.
you know, not trying to sit on Daryl's head.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to see her.
There you go. There you go, Mr. Scott Keller. How they're on tonight. But I just didn't have them on.
But I even got my grass mowed Thursday. Only because it was supposed to rain, you know, Friday night before I got off work, and I was going to work on my truck Friday night. So, but yeah, I gotta get mom's tractor and get it serviced, get my tractor serviced, get new blades on it, and mom's tractor. I still got that electric start push mower I got to finish up. I started doing that. Scott, you can come smoke all you want of this stuff. Was it? Yeah, it's Thursday. Thursday after I mowed, the neighbor come over.
Well,
They're gonna have the creek cleaned out between our properties again, and they asked if it'd be okay if the guys that are doing it work off my side because their side's not real wide in that. But this time, instead of just piling it along the creek, they're actually going to push it to the back of the property and kind of build that because the creek goes back and makes like a right-hand turn. They're going to push all that dirt they dig out of the one down between our house and kind of build that back there up a little bit to keep that one in its bank. So I said, sure, as long as they don't, you know, I got a septic line that runs down to the creek there from it's the clean water that comes from my septic, from my aeration system. Told him, yeah, it's fine as long as they don't destroy that line. Uncle Mark, what's happening?
Hey, Uncle Mark.
But yeah, I'm had a really good week. It's awesome.
I thought I was feeling bad.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Blood sugars?
Yep. 62.
Oh.
It's down in the 60, 62.
Delisa, get over there and give him a little sugar.
Yeah. I need something.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah. All right. And a glass of milk. Hopefully,
no.
hopefully I don't go to and out on the old next little while,
But I also had a guy that at work. He's the carpenter. He asked me about a carburetor rebuild and stuff for it's the Mantis knockoff little mini rotor tiller, and what he needed was the primer bulb broke and cracked. All right, Ben, you have a good night, buddy. Thank you for stopping in.
Might be.
But he asked if I had any extra primer bulbs, and I had one. I thought it was the too small one, but so I gave it to him, and I told him to go on HIPAA's website, and I showed him his carburetor. It was like $12 or something like that, $13. So he ordered one. He waited, and he ended up putting the primer bulb on. Thing runs fine. He got the brand new one in the box, and he goes, "You're right, man." He goes, it's the same brand as what is on it. And he's like, "Well," he goes, "I'm putting that sucker up on the shelf." He goes, "Because I'm sure, I'm going to need it." So, but he couldn't believe how cheap it was, to buy a brand new carburetor. I said, "Yeah." I said, "That's why I don't even rebuild them anymore. I just buy the new ones and bolt them on." It just saves time. Hey, Second Chance, how you doing, bud? And I've knock on wood, I've never had an issue with one of the HIPAA carburetors. They've always been good to me and worked right out of the box. Last, yeah, it's amazing, and I guarantee if you go back to them, buy that carburetor, it's going to be $60, $70, $80. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, bud? Thank you for stopping in.
Hey, Kevin.
But yeah, so I'm a firm believer in the HIPAA carburetors for the price of them. But yeah, that Honda. I mean, I'd like to meet that Honda engineer.
Who did say Honda?
Yeah.
See, he knows good stuff. We'll get along just fine.
He had everything falling apart on it the other day on the lawnmower he was working on.
What you gotta stack the air cleaner housing and the gaskets and the carburetor and the isolator and everything all on the bolts, and then get everything lined up through the bracket, through the linkage bracket. Why?
It was like when a thing on the front end of the tank and you couldn't even turn the wheel, and you said, "How in the world have you been driving that thing?" I'm like, "I just have, no problem."
Yeah. Well, they used to make them to where you could screw the studs in and out for when you had to do stuff like that. Why can't they do that now?
Quality.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the air cleaner, that's the big pain in the butt. Trying to hold that in alignment and then get everything else stacked on there. The old days, when the studs come out, you could put thread those bolts through all those little brackets and gaskets and everything else, and then, get them started in there, run them in, and then put your air cleaner housing on that covers everything up and put the nuts on.
Yeah, it's just they quit making them. American Yard Products quit making them. So.
Yep, exactly, Tommy. What you have to charge an hour nowadays? You figure if you're going to take a small engine carburetor apart, a two-stroke especially, take it apart or take it off, take it apart, put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, buy the gasket kit, the rebuild kit, which they're usually $15, $20. Put the thing back together, put it on, adjust it. You're going to have an hour and a half. Why not spend $15 on the, name brand carburetor and throw the thing on, done in a half an hour, and usually 99.9% of the time they run great right out of the box. So.
Well, you need to send them an email there, Ed. You just give them a big, advertisement there, so they should be paying for the advertisement.
Well, I honestly don't use enough personally. I use them a lot at work, but I can't do that through work. It's a code of ethics thing. It's an ethics thing. So yeah, you know. Oh yeah, the charcoal filter gas caps. Those things suck. Yeah, Tommy. Yeah, you're right. It's designed so you have to take it completely apart without any shortcuts. but I'm fully sure that if it would have the removable studs, the owner of the push mower, when he put that new carburetor on there and the gaskets and stuff, I'm sure he would have got it right. It's probably he couldn't see the intake and stuff properly to make sure everything was facing the right direction, and so that's I'm guessing that's what in the linkage there was a 50-50 chance of getting it in the right hole. So yeah, Tommy, yeah, like I said, 99.99% of the time. I did have one, and it was for I think a Tecumseh snowblower, but I knew it would probably have issues because the motor itself had issues, so I had to adjust it for the motor. But yeah, everything else I've ever used, primarily the two strokes, unbox them, slap them on, tighten everything down, dump some fresh fuel in them, maybe some, the new fuel lines, and they run like champs. So, now I did have issues with a couple of the off-brand ones I got off of Amazon, two-stroke ones. They looked the same, but they weren't quite the same. It was like one of them ones that, it fits all these models. Well, it was for a chainsaw. It fit. It wasn't. It was a newer model carburetor. I couldn't get the older one. The owner of the chainsaw was perfectly fine with switching the carburetor, but I did have to do some adjusting on that to get it to run right. But that's been like 3 years now, and he said it's still running beautiful.
Well, I had one for a 4-wheeler, a Honda 4-wheeler. Now I did have problems with it. I finally just took the jets and all out of the Chinese carburetor I bought for it, and I put them into the old carburetor, and it actually worked mostly. But come to find out, it had a blowed head gasket, so
right.
That was why it wasn't working in the first place. So
right. Well, and that's with like that push mower I just did the video on that surging. I knew it was one of two things. It was either the governor linkage or the intake not being put on right. And once I got the governor linkage straightened out, and it was still doing it, not as bad, but it was still doing it. That's when I decided to spray the carb cleaner back there or brake parts cleaner, and she smoothed right out. And so I knew she was running lean. Looked at that and found the issue right off. So, but yeah, I'm surprised he could even get the thing to run. But he said he had to pull and pull and pull and pull, so he probably pulled enough that it was almost flooded, and then got it to run. But I couldn't get it started without putting a little brake clean in it. No, Scott. I put it on Marketplace one time when I first got it going, and no interest in it. So she's I don't know if my son-in-law took that or if it's still out in the shed. I'd have to look to see if I even still have it. But but yeah, I gotta get this snapper. I think it's a snapper push mower done. I'll probably do it tomorrow evening. Just oil change and check the battery, sharpen the blade, make sure the battery actually starts the mower. and then if it doesn't, I'll just order one off Amazon and get it put in for her and get it back to her so she can mow her grass. I mean, she's got somebody that's doing it right now, but she wants to do it herself. Scored a bunch. That's not even right. Free.
Good deals.
Awesome, second chance. I've kind of got my eye on another golf cart. Be a good place for the 20-horse homeless Honda. Yeah, Scott, I'd have to actually look and see if it's still out there in the shed. So, but yeah, I've got wind of a free golf cart. I've got wind of a free golf cart that has a bad motor, and it's one of the twin cylinder Easy Goes, which they're not worth rebuilding. And it is actually bad. The pistons in it are bad. But I got that 20-horse Honda electric start. Been thinking about what to do with it, so it may go on a golf cart.
Well, put that on the golf cart and beef up the rear end a little bit and put it as a pulling golf cart.
Oh, the rear end would never hold it. I want it to go fast. I want, I've got my Cushman, which runs good. It's got that 12 horse on it, with a bed and everything else. That's my workhorse. But this one here, this could be my toy.
Oh.
We could do some fun stuff with it. The only thing is I'd have to find a CVT clutch for it. The CVT clutch that's on it now has a tapered shaft, so it won't. That clutch won't work. I've done some research in the past to get them. I think Polaris or somebody makes one, but they are cha-ching.
It's expensive.
And I've looked at the ones for like the go-kart setups and stuff. They say they're only rated up to like 12 or 14 horsepower or something like that. So I don't know how long it'd hold up with a 20 horse. So, and I don't really want to do like a jack shaft, it's kind of set up. So, I'd rather just do a direct drive, CVT like it's in it now. So, but I'm going to go talk to my friend over there, RMG, and see what he can help me out with. He builds some pretty awesome clutches and stuff, and maybe if put his knowledge and my dream together, we might be able to come up with something.
Yeah, I mean he probably could figure out how to make that thing go. I didn't even think about him, but he makes them.
Yeah, he built some really good. Yeah, Tommy, that's actually the one I looked at, is the Juggernaut, and I don't think the belts. I'd have to buy both the drive clutch and the driven clutch because of the way the thickness, the width of the belt and stuff. I'd rather go with a power sports style bigger CVT to stay with the bigger belt that's already on the rear end.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but my God, just the belts themselves are expensive as all get out. So.
Well, when I was redoing that Cushman and put the other transmission in there, that transaxle, I played heck trying to find a belt that was the right length, right pitch, all that. And the only things I was coming up with were ones for like razors and stuff. And the cheapest ones I was finding were like $85. Then I ended up finding a belt length calculator online and found out, how long a one I needed, and started doing research, and finally found one that was like $35 that would fit. I just had to move the motor a little bit. So I had to move it back, I think, an inch and a half or something like that, which wasn't a big deal. So, yeah, we made it work. So I'm sure we can. Now they make kits you can buy to put this one of those Honda. Of course, they're 16 horse, but it comes with the clutch and belt, mount, everything. But just for the kit, not with the motor, but just the kit's like $1,200. Well, all it is some brackets and stuff that actually drop the motor down a little bit to get it under the seat, and the CVT clutch and stuff. Well, I tried to see if I could buy just the clutch for it, and they won't sell just the clutch. They want to sell everything. So,
well, I got to drop down for a little while.
Okay.
Sugar problem, so
no problem.
All
problem.
right.
So,
talk with you later.
Yep, no problem. Thank you for coming up and hanging out. Hope you feel better. So,
oh shoot, cut the wrong
one. Yeah, a lot of your four wheelers and everything else, or a lot of your lower, I don't want to say lower end, a lot of your CVT clutches are tapered shaft. I might look into seeing if I could I do have a golf cart clutch, a couple of them from back whenever we used to run gas ones at work. I may take it and see if I can have somebody mill it out, put a keyway in it to put for a 1-inch shaft. If I've never tried that before, but we might be able to. And I don't know what size the cranks are on, like the CF motos and all that kind of stuff. Maybe I could go with hey Sam, how you doing, bud? Maybe I could go with having an adapter made that's a tapered shaft that goes on the square shaft, and press it in or whatever, and then put it on the Honda. I don't know. We'll get it figured out. Trust me, we will get that sucker figured out, and hopefully we can get her moving. Missy, I was just telling the guys earlier, I haven't talked to Mark and Sandy in probably a couple months. I know he's got to go in for back surgery, so I know he's been working a whole lot. So, definitely got me. Okay, cool. Scott, I know that's something I know you used to go a lot. You haven't went in the last couple of years, have you? So, but yeah, if you guys don't follow Sam on Facebook and stuff, he just bought a couple cams for his twin engine mini bike. I think it's gonna rip. So. You welding up on that dual engine mini bike here, Sam? Strengthening it up for both those engines. So, and yeah, y'all need to check Sam out on Facebook. Not only does he do the go karts and mini bike stuff, he is a heck of a carpenter. Awesome, Sam. Awesome. But yeah, I mean, some of the carpentry stuff he does, the finish work for the bathrooms, and just beautiful stuff. Floors. Taking a 1939 Shelby Flyer Cloud. Awesome, Sam or Scott. But I kind of wish that Sam lived closer to me, not only for like the garage stuff, but for the you know, I could keep the man busy. All right, Tommy, you have a good evening too, buddy. Thank you for stopping in and hanging out. Yeah, we're going to be ending it here in about 10 minutes, so just winding down, getting a game plan for the rest of the week. But yeah, I'm gonna check into that golf cart. Um, uh, Scott, I'm not sure. I know it's north. I think it's north of me. So can't be more than 6 hours. That's Toledo. Well, 4.5 or 5 to Toledo, so can't be that far. But hopefully in 2 weeks, Sam. I gotta finish tidying up the wire on the on Plan B, and uh, put some fresh fuel and stuff in it, and get it fired up. I gotta get a battery too. I'll do that here tomorrow or Tuesday. Yeah, it sounds just like it does in the past. Well, I got to adjust the timing too. I'm gonna play with the timing a little bit to see if I can get just a little more out of the engine. I come in 4th place in points last year. It's probably because I missed a couple poles too, but I want to be back up in the top 3 again. So, but yeah, so that's going to be my week, working on that, and working on that push mower, and whatever else they throw at me. I need to get back on monkey business too, but we need to get a tractor to go to the poles now that we got a tow rig. And I told you I worked on that. I put the wheel hub on it. Went great. Yep, we're gonna be doing it. So, but so yeah, I still got to get the upper control arms done on the Dodge, but like I said, they're not, the ball joints aren't bad. The boots are just ripped. I'm seriously considering just seeing if what the alignment shop will charge me to put those on. The last time I had them put upper ball joints in while they did an alignment, I think they charged me like $75 for both sides, and then charged me for the alignment too. Less than $150 for everything. So, if they'll do the upper control arms, which are a heck of a lot easier than doing ball joints, if they'll do it for under 150, yeah, I'm just gonna have them do it because like I said, I gotta have it aligned anyway. So while it's there on their rack, they can do it. So, but I gotta call them and find out, see if that's something they'll want to do and what they'll charge me. And if they're gonna charge me $200 to do it, I'll throw them on myself. I'll throw them on one evening and have somebody take me home from work, and then take me to work in the morning, and we'll drop it off, and then have the alignment done while I'm at work because it's like 3 blocks down the road. So, yep, it is worth every penny. Of course, I have a hard time spending money on myself. I get buyer's remorse, no matter what it is, whether I need it or not. And surprisingly, I haven't had that with a truck. Mansfield, yes. I am within an hour and 20 minutes of Mansfield. So, but yeah, like I said, getting the truck was a good thing. I'm really enjoying it. It's great. I've put 100 and some miles on it. I don't remember exactly. Almost 150 miles on it. So, that's just, like a week in a week. So, yeah, I'm liking it. Hopefully we get lots and lots and lots more miles out of it. So, which we should. I mean, it runs great. Just a few things that we need to take care of, normal maintenance stuff. But probably this week we'll hook the trailer to it, make sure all the lights work and everything, which they should. Everything looks good back there. I didn't see any corrosion or anything. So, Nate, how you doing, bud? She ain't falling down anymore, is she, Nate? So, well, y'all, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I've been had a like I need a chopper in my life. I would like to have a motorcycle. Um, if I was the only one on the roads, I've seen way too many stupid stuff. Um, four-wheelers with cars and stuff like that. Um, it just, I have no desire to ride. I mean, I have desire to ride one. It's not with, idiots. Yeah, boats. That's why the last mower I got was an old one that was in good shape, and I won't buy any of the cheap tin ones from the box stores and stuff. So, but so all right, y'all, we're gonna end this. Appreciate y'all hanging out, making it an enjoyable evening. Hope y'all have a great week, and we'll do this in 7 days. Hope to see y'all here. Peace, love, and crackling grease. Pluta.